So today we are doing a reading on the love of your life. And before we get into the cards, I have a general message for everyone. Since today is 8/8, we got this card from the deck, and basically what it means is higher mysteries and a calling to go into the depths of both heaven and hell and exploring what life is really all about. And uh, so I feel that it is a good opportunity for consciousness to expand. It is also a good opportunity for you to share your light. It is a good opportunity for you to be happy, for you to discover what your center of consciousness is. The center of consciousness is not just uh, basically a center of consciousness is a point in your energy body from where you receive your energy. It's where your spirituality, your understanding of life and death, your understanding of everything begins. And today is a great opportunity to discover that maybe your center of uh, consciousness is your heart, and you see the world with your heart, you feel the world with your heart, and your life in a sense is about your heart expanding and consciousness rising through your feelings. As you navigate your feelings, you undergo your awakenings. For some people it's their thoughts, for some people it's their gut, for some people it's their root. They go through physical experiences, and that's what awakens them, the challenges that they encounter. For some people it's more to the emotions that awaken them to the higher power. For some people it's the power, it's the magic that they witness in the world that awakens them. For some people, again, it's love that they see, and it surprises them to no end. I mean, how is it even possible to have so much love in a world so cruel? It's basically what those people, what an awakening would do for those people would look like. For some people, it's the words that they say and they hear, right? I'm just going on the basis of the chakra system, because my understanding of higher consciousness begins there. Your understanding of higher consciousness may be something else. So today is a great time to reflect on that, reflect on your beliefs, reflect on what life has in store for you, reflect on what life could be for you. All right, and so we have three cards for you to choose from. The first one is the hunter. The hunter pursues, sometimes in the dark, but eventually they do receive light. Eventually they're able to navigate. Also, a hunter is someone who navigates a lot of dark energies and then finds light in the most impossible of the situations. A hunter is someone who's never afraid of taking risks. A hunter is someone who's never shies away from a good challenge, basically. And the next we have is flame. This card is all about hope. It's all about the magic that one good deed can bring into the world. It's also about setting intentions. So if you are setting intentions for something, and if that's something you plan to do, this may be the pile for you. Flame is also about an awakening, something changing, a rose budding, right? A huge transformation leading to something beautiful. And I'm just going to describe these cards, and if energy of the card makes sense to you, you can choose that pile. You can also choose on the basis of the image in itself. And then lastly we have the castle. Castle is about guarding your heart, it's about protecting your heart. It's also about honoring the sacredness, the goodness, honoring the divinity of creation and guarding it. Sometimes, however, while honoring that, we distance ourselves from the world, we distance ourselves from life, we distance ourselves from things that could otherwise be very beautiful. Sometimes distancing ourselves could lead us to caging our own heart. So if that's the energy which you resonate with, you can pick this pile. But I'm going to start with the first one, the hunter, at 4:50 seconds. Let's put the other two piles aside for now. So let's see who the love of your life is. We also have tarot from which we will pull, and also guidebooks to read from. We have poet. That's good. I feel your person is someone who uh, someone who finds joy in the life's most difficult and disturbing circumstances. They may have gone through a lot energetically, they may go through a lot of challenges, and I think those challenges have humbled them. I also feel this person has navigated a lot of dark energies, and that's what has made them human, navigating the difficulties, navigating the challenges, and then realizing the reality of life, realizing the most difficult truths that many of us don't even have to think about. And that has made this person very humble. And it's like they're grateful to find joy, it's like they're grateful to feel joy at all, because they can see all the dark things that are happening in the world. They see that, they sense that, they feel that, and they have undergone a lot of transformations, very, very difficult, painful cycles. And that is what awakened them to the true nature of reality. It's the fact that humans, at the end of the day, are animals after all. And that's not to say there's nothing different in us, it's just to say that it takes so much courage for us it would take so much courage for us to rise above the pain once we really understand what pain really is. And it's such a perfect card to come with the rest of it: sacrifice. This person has had to sacrifice a lot, a lot. It's because they have undergone such painful transformation, like they've been in the dark, that is why they're able to see in the light. That's the main message. And I'm not saying that life has challenged them all the time. Also, they have challenged themselves, they have navigated a lot of dark energies, and those dark energies have made them almost human. It's a very humble individual, because he has undergone a lot of pain, and through that pain, and through their dark, and through that alcoholics, they have hunted themselves, they have found themselves in a lot of mayhem. They have navigated a lot of different challenges in life, made a lot of sacrifices, and which is why now they're on a path where life is beautiful. Now they're able to appreciate the beauty of life. Yeah, this person has had to overcome a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges, a lot of painful circumstances, and they have become a better person for it. And I feel you will meet them when they're undergoing another such transformation, and it may be a challenging situation for you first. It may feel that you have too many burdens to carry, but at the end of the day, through all those burdens and through all the stress, you will see the light in that person. Through the dark that you witness them navigate, you will see the light in this individual. It's not really a very fun reading, but that's what wants to come through. Yeah, this may make you feel a little bit insecure and unsure, and sometimes, this person may end up leaving you a little bit disappointed here and there, because they don't fit in the uh, traditional fairy tale type of uh, energy, right? It's not your knight in shining armor. It's not a Prince Charming. It's a person that has navigated hell and know what happiness really costs. And that affects their personality, that affects who they are. Sometimes that almost makes them feel depressed, and I feel this person has definitely undergone some periods of very, very, very intense and difficult emotions. But it is their experience which makes them humble enough to be able to appreciate beauty and life when there is one. I feel this person will see you as a light in the dark, the beam of light that they need exactly when they need it. They'll treat you like a little, uh, I don't want to say achievement, but something like they have meeting you means that they have done something right basically for them. That's what I meant. And they will treat you as such. They will want to pamper you, and they will want to nourish you. Also, this person may not be very excellent communicator. They may try to test the waters every now and then by checking on how you feel, and which is why you may not even realize that they are available in the first place. Also, this person sometimes sees you as something that they can't be with, or who will never be with them. Maybe you'll be a friend or something like that, but never go all the way through. But I feel when you see the light in that individual, you will be able to help them overcome all their insecurities. Yeah. You also, I feel, are navigating a lot of difficult energies at the moment, which is why you also are distancing yourself from the rest of the world, which is why you don't see, or you may not see, when this happens, this person's affection. And that needs to change. Yeah. It's okay to undergo darkness. I feel you also had to isolate yourself from the rest of the damn world, because you also see that the rest of the damn world is just damn, right? It's just full of pain, full of miseries, full of drama, full of negativity, but at the end of the day, it's life. And we live it anyway, right? Uh, I think this reading was very, very intense, but let's move on to the next set of cards, the next group, the next file at 12, probably 12 or 13. Let me just keep these cards aside so there's space for others. Yeah, we're moving on to the next pile, flame at 1227. Yeah, let's hold the cards. The father, the pilgrim, the mirror. uh, I honestly see a lot of magic in this connection. The energy of card pile 1 was very, very intense, but here I do see very, very light-hearted energy. And that's not to say that there's no depth to this connection. That's just to say that when you meet this person, you will be in a much, 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 much grounded state. I feel you will meet this person as a part of a journey, and not a physical journey or a travel per se, although it could be, but it's a metaphorical journey that you undergo to find very different layers of yourself, right? A pilgrim travels and moves from one place to another in search of something bigger, in search of something greater, and I think it is this transformation that this relationship will bring to you. It will reflect who you are, and it will make you want to change. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, you either change it or you love it anyway. And I feel from all these energies, it's like when you meet this person, your impression of them might be completely different to what it becomes when you meet them, when you get to know them, to understand them. I also feel there's a lot of magical energy with the mirror card here, a lot of energetic involvement of external forces, which is why the energy is so transformative for you, for them. I also feel this person has changed their life from that to that. They have been their own father, they have been a father to their siblings, or they've been father to other people in their life, But basically, a father knows how to push a child, right? To go from one place to another. And that's what they have done. From this person is a mentor. Yeah, this is why we have the pilgrim card. I feel this person may have some involvement in the spiritual world. Yeah, this is why they have navigated a lot of voids in their life, and then this is why they don't settle. And they've had to settle for far too much for them to want anyone else to settle at all. That's the energy here. I also feel there will be a lot of magic. Even though mirror card is really about reflection, but I feel this is not the normal mirror. It's an energetic portal. Getting into this relationship is a portal in itself, because it will take you on journeys that you are maybe not ready for. You'll be able to force your own darkness, face your own darkness, navigate some challenging situations. And I feel this person is very self-sufficient, because again they have had to take care of the people around them, they have had to take care of themselves, and this is why they don't settle, because they have settled, but they have built. After settling for a long time, they have built themselves up enough so they never have to do it again. And this person will not want you to settle either. Yeah, their presence in your life will teach you to go after your dreams, to go after your wants, to go after your desires without fear, without anger, without frustration, without anything. Very ambitious energy, and they're imbibing that ambition into your relationship, into you as well. And when you're on the same page, I do see this connection leading to a very happy outcome. Yeah, you're meant to undergo a transformation together. You're meant to undergo a journey together. This person is very self-sufficient, very loving. They have a lot of fatherly energy in them. They have a lot of support that they have offered to the world. But now when they meet you, it's like they have met their better half. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. They may feel like you complete them, because all the fighting, all the hard work, it must be something, and you almost come into their life as that something, right? That's something that they get after years, and sometimes years and years and years, sometimes even longer hardships. Yeah, they have undergone a lot of painful situations, which is what has made them stronger. They are undergoing some transformations. They are growing into someone who's completely different from who they expected to be, wanted to be, honestly. But life for them has been very cruel. They have navigated a lot of darkness with nothing but themselves, and that is what has made them humble. uh, this was not really a light-hearted pile either. So let's move on to the next one. Alright, we are moving on to pile 3 at 18, almost 19 minutes. Okay, so we have now the castle. Oh, we have the self, the stone, the wound. Very colorful energies. We have connection, and we have true love. So I feel this connection will be very healing to you, because I feel the person that you will be, the love of your life, is the very self-aware person. They have undergone a lot of spiritual awakenings themselves. which is why almost when they come into your life, it will be a very nurturing experience for you as well. We have connection, we have true love, and nothing speaks true love than self-awareness, really. And then we have the womb, very nurturing, very supportive, very protective individual. They have a lot of love in their heart, a lot of colors that they have navigated in life, a lot of colors that they, this is a very spiritually awakened individual. They can navigate both dark and light, and they might help others do the same. I feel this person may be involved in spirituality in some way, but in any way they will recognize the divinity within you. They will recognize the beauty within you in ways that many people in your life just haven't. It's, yeah, I feel you may have a habit of caging yourself and keeping yourself stuck. And like I said, the castle, it's about preserving the divine right of the king or the queen, right? It's about preserving the order. But sometimes that preservation becomes decadence because destruction is needed when it is needed, right? So, a self aware individual, really, it's a person who's experienced happiness like no one else has or can. It's a person that has navigated darkness like many people just don't get to in their life. They're very self aware, very activated. I also feel that they will want to build something with you. It's not just a connection to, let's say, to let's we meet, we get married, and that's all there is to it. There is something that is building in this connection. Something new, a new castle, probably a new journey. Then we have the stone. I'll go through the stone card from the guidebook. Just give me one minute to find it. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to read this card from the book. We have the eternal, the anchor, the rock. The stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energies on a permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us as it changes slowly. A single stone may be 1,000 generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side. Sorry. Yeah, I accidentally closed the book probably for a reason, but basically, yeah, this person basically will be your anchor. I feel you've been with this person through many lifetimes, and as you navigate your relationship, you will find reminders in this life also that will serve as portals almost to help you go into the previous lives and to realize the experiences that you have shared, because there is a connection that has lasted lifetimes, right? Yeah, this is a connection that has lasted lifetimes. You have both fought through many battles. I feel in some of your past life you may have had to distance from this person, maybe because it was an unconventional relationship in a way that it didn't make sense to society, and I feel you may have felt that you needed to stand your ground, which caused a lot of heartache. I feel life in general may have separated you from this person in your previous lives, maybe because something about this relationship was triggering to the community, it was triggering to the world. And as you go to places, travel, or navigate experiences, you will find many reminders of the lives that you spent separated from each other for this reason or that, and that might be a little bit painful. But I also feel the same stones hold the key to your transformation now, because now I feel you may end up navigating a lot of triggers because of the pain that you have caused each other by being distant from another in previous lives. I feel you may repeat some lessons that you were supposed to learn, you started learning in the past life, but for whatever reason, I feel you may have had distanced yourself from them. Yeah, the reason for that is generally society not letting people be, not accepting them. I feel if you uh, have a difficulty connecting with people in this life, it's because when you were able to connect with them in your previous lives, the pain that you feel almost pushed you to separate yourself from society and connecting with others, which may be why you distance yourself from the world right now. But I feel one of the lessons that you will learn together with this person, or you will learn in this connection, is that even when we are apart, yeah, this person has spent a lot of lifetimes without you, and that almost has made them distance themselves from the world in this life. It's an energetic thing, and I think the same has happened to you as well. But I feel when people are supposed to be together, they're together even in distance. This time, just this time, life may just be generous enough to let you be happy with each other. I feel you started as kings and queens in some generation, in some reality, but the relationship was not very well accepted at that time for whatever reason, which is why, for the sake of your uh, for the sake of the world, you may have distanced yourself with them, but your soul sees the connection. Their soul sees the connection, they sense the connection. I'll read this card also. This is Kairos. One second, I'll find it in the book. Yeah. Mythic time. Yeah, we've all had experienced the timelessness of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It can be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time and walk in a lovely conversation. Ooh, we have the same card here. This is known as mythic time and is territory of Kairos. The card suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks. Within this non-linear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us, and I feel that's the same energy we got with the stone card also, right? And tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it's all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. Yeah, I feel time has witnessed you, space has witnessed you. Be on this journey, lifetime after lifetime, generation after generation. Yeah. I feel you may see this person in your visions before you actually meet them. I also feel you two will share a common vision, like I said earlier. This is a connection that has lasted lifetimes, and this is a connection that's, yeah. I feel being with this person may feel like something in the world has finally become right. Something in the time space continuum has finally fixed itself for you to be together now. I feel pursuit of a crown or pursuit of something may be the reason why you two distance in previous lives. One of you may be in have a desire to be someone or something, but the other person just was not accepted by society at large, which is the reason why you distance in the first place. Yeah, something about this connection was not acceptable to the society, to the world in general, but one of you wanted to fit into that society. So the other person, maybe it's like a rubber band effect, right? If you have ever stretched a rubber band and let it go, right, uh, one side will go this and that, right? I think this uh, effect has impacted many of your lives now, in your personality, in your emotions, the difficulties that you have navigated, the difficulties that you navigate to this day and age, which is why your souls will be wondering what is going to be different now, what would be so different now. But I feel any change that happens in energy start with a vision. Yeah. Any change that happen in energy start with a vision, and you have the power to have that vision. I do feel one of you wanted to pursue a crown, really. We have the emperor here, and we have the castle here. We have medallion here, and really not many cards. Come. We have the room. Yeah. I feel one of you wanted to either pursue a crown or something of power. If not a crown, then one of you pursued power. And the other person was not really fitting into that vision, so the other person was kept a secret. Which is why your souls now wonder what is going to be different now that we will finally be able to have this connection. Even though this person is spiritually aware, they have experienced the colors of emotions, the colors of life. What is different now is the main question that your soul has for them, really. And let's see what answer does their soul have. uh, what's different is that they have seen the dark, they have felt the dark in your absence. Even the most beautiful circumstances can become extremely painful, and that pain is what they have felt in your absence, which is the reason why their soul is reaching out to you now, which is the reason why you see it in your dreams, you see it in your visions. Their soul is reaching out to you now. They have felt the dark, they have seen the dark, and they see you in the dark. Yeah, they have felt the emptiness. I feel this emptiness may be an awakening experience to them, which is primarily the reason why they're now reaching out to you. They have undergone a lot of rigorous transformation, spiritual awakenings. Yeah, we have the magician. A magician is not made in one day. This is also the king of wands. They have experienced the fire, and they have been in that fire for long enough to know what true transformation is, to know what true love is, to recognize the sacrifices that you made on their behalf, They know that they have hurt you, and they know that it haunts you, but they also know that you are stronger. I feel some of the judgmental energies with this card that you had in your lifetimes may really reflect in this lifetime also, but this time your person's soul is ready to choose you. They have seen the dark without you, and they have undergone tremendous spiritual transformation. And sometimes they almost try to distance themselves from the circumstance of it all to see it, to understand it. And I feel it is this distance. It will basically, unfortunately, be the same set of circumstances that bring you two together. Something about this relationship will be unconventional. Something about this relationship will make this person choose, but this time their soul wants to choose you. It's closing of a cycle. It's realizing that love is stronger. It's epiphanies, transformations. Yeah. I feel this time what's different is also that you are fine. You will be fine on your own. And that's what this connection will teach you. That I am fine on your own. You want to be me with me? Good for you. But I am doing just fine on my own. I feel whatever's happening in your life right now is preparing you for this transformation. It's preparing you to work with this person to create something greater. And even though there will be burdens that you will navigate in this lifetime, even though you will still feel the conflicting energies that started a long time ago, but this time you're in power. You're the empress. You know that you can do good enough without them, and it's just you don't need this person to survive. And I think that is what has made this person choose you in this lifetime. Now this time they do not want you to be a secret anymore. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I feel the path that you two share is also one reason why this person is now empowered to choose themselves. The pain that they have felt from the heartbreak that their soul underwent after distancing yourself from you is another reason why they're learning to become themselves. They're learning to be a warrior. Yeah, that's all I have today. Let's see what we have tomorrow.